Hey folks, it's time for yet another custom lesson. This one is a request from Nick Jean. Just a heads up, this is for the most part a build I already use, but I wanted to see what you would do with some of the unfinished parts of it. I also wanted to see how differently you play the setup. Main weapon is the axe, highly preferred Shuten Doji's club. That is what I'm using. Well, at least the refashion. Second weapon could be anything. Have not really felt like there is a second weapon that you like with it. Well, I think you'll like using Splitstaff with this quite a bit. The spirit, guardian spirit, first of all, will be, soul cores will be Shuten Doji, anything else, although would like something with life recovery, Amrita absorption, or defensive in nature. And then secondary spirit, brute of some kind, soul cores geared towards a defense. Set bonuses are Kintaro's and Akala set bonus. Can be a pain to farm for them, so you might want to farm Akala set bonus. I didn't bother farming for any of this at all, but you'll see why you don't really need to. Or why I didn't. The only stats I have that matter are 200 strength and stamina, so I can get a B in mobility despite the heavy armor. I play with light armor, so you're going to see how this is going to be quite different, but I'm sure you can get a lot of information from this. The theme for the setup is a big brute that gains strength from absorbing Amrita, so that was the thing that popped out to me. So let me show you my weapons. Ippon Datra's hammer, you can use Shuten Doji's club. I just cared for imbue corruption, life drain active skill, that's it. That's pretty much it. You can see the stats accordingly. But yeah, it doesn't really matter what you go with. If you're using Shuten Doji's club, then that should work really well. And then for my Splitstaff, corruption, life drain active skill, that's all I cared about. Now let's get on to the guardian spirits. So going with the thing is, you're talking about absorbing a ton of Amrita and lots of bonuses with that. So that's really the theme I went for. So as it is, whenever you absorb Amrita, which Shuten Doji just naturally will give you extraction and Pleiades. So whenever you absorb Amrita, you get some extra life back, you get a defense buff, and that's awesome. And you get Pleiades and extraction, so it's like 4 different things going on. And then to further that, I decided, hey, I want a gap closer, and what also has life recovery, Amrita absorption, Hellish Hag, perfect. Just quick, low cost. So it's 4 anima, low cost. Feel free to boost this up. I was lucky and I got an anima charge bonus Amrita gauge with B, but I didn't bother boosting it. But it doesn't hurt to boost this. I would recommend getting this up as high as you can. I don't know what it goes up to off the top of my head, but hey, that's great. Already just 40 Amrita absorbed from my soul cores. And then because we're going to be absorbing a ton of Amrita, Yoki makes a return. Yoki is a fantastic damage-based stagger core, and it's cheaper than cores like Ippon, so it's 6 anima. And the anima bonus Amrita absorption, while it isn't necessarily like remarkable on its own, when paired with things like extraction talisman, it starts to become noticeable. So I really went for things that really help generate Amrita a lot, or took advantage of absorbing it. Yoki's great. It's a good damage core. Now before I continue on to the secondary guardian spirit, I want to remind you that you feel free to get life recovery Amrita absorption on your chest. You get it, I think it's just on your chest, and then you can get it on certain accessories. So I'm basically getting close to like 100 life per Amrita, just so you know, which is pretty cool. But let's get on to the secondary guardian spirit, because this is where I was a little bit more creative. So I went for Mitsume Yazura because I wanted access to elements. And being able to slow down your target with Shin-Roku, as you can see here, there's benefits here. And being able to electrify an enemy is great. So having access to lightning is certainly a lot of fun. And then if you're familiar with like the Guardian Spirit swap tech, then you can also get access to purity beams courtesy of O, which is pretty cool. And then also, because we're going to be more of a brute, we are going to want more sources of life drain strong attack. Great. Awesome. And then if we're at full health, which you can very easily get to full health, anima charge on Scathe just makes things that much easier to tap into. Now, when it comes to Tate Eboshi, the reason I picked her is because she's a super powerful core when used well. Also on top of that, increased attack Amrita absorption. So whenever you have Shuten Doji's effect active, you're either going to get a damage boost, you're going to have defensive boosts, just all sorts of buffs that are happening just naturally as you're playing. Last but not least, Harinobo. So I wanted a quick mobility core, and I remembered that Harinobo actually generates a lot of Amrita on its own. And the thing is, with that, we're basically just going to regen so much life. You don't have to worry so much. And now, the reason why I picked Splitstaff will come into play. in that Splitstaff, actually I don't need to showcase that menu, Splitstaff naturally generates a ton of hits, which means a ton of Amrita. Let's give you a brief demonstration of what it's like, alright? Alright. Alright, hit me, please. Alright, let's see how much health I can get back. I'm back to full. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And so I was like, I just, you know, that works really well. Alright, let's try it again. You Shuten Doji again. So yeah, it's pretty beast. So that's already a ton of life. But anyway, let's showcase some Yokai Shift stuff before I show you some other nifty things you can do with this entire setup, because it's definitely very interesting to work with this setup altogether. No, come on. God dang it. Fine, let's do a bunch of attacks. Got confusion, basically. Very nice. I think it's pretty cool to open with Shuten Doji. Get those buffs right away. Very nice. Dead. I would say use Hellish Hag and Yoki almost interchangeably. But yeah, they're kind of strange. For the most part, I would recommend just relying upon your normal attacks more than anything, and just spamming a lot of charge stuff, and you'll generally be in good shape. Alright, now what about Brute? Brute's certainly very interesting too. Make sure you get that lightning, stagger proof stuff, which is always nice. Gorgeous. And then what about Harinobo? Harinobo I use for quick repositions. As you can see, it generates a pretty hefty amount of Amrita. Look at that, look at that! So yeah, speaking of Harinobo, let's reduce my health, alright? Let's lose some health again. Hit me again, please. Alright, let's watch my health come back. Specifically when he gets out of key. I guess I should have mentioned that. Let me actually reduce the key that he has and then go from there. Alright, now let's go. Alright, hit me please. And what you can do while doing this is swap your Guardian Spirits, and it'll become that much more noticeable. See, you can swap your Guardian Spirits at will. So what I would do is, if you want to keep Harinobo up for a long time, is when you have the opportunity, switch over to all, and notice how barely I'm consuming anima. It's so good. It'll be much less impactful when Shuten Doji's Pleiades Talisman effect is gone. But yeah, it's pretty wild. So just food for thought. So again, a reminder, when you've got the buffs up from Shuten Doji and you're activating Harinobo, switch over to O to take advantage of all the Amrita bonus benefits. It's super good. But let's just showcase some combos now, because that's ultimately why we're here. Get over here, dude. Very nice. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright. Let's go, Tate, do Tate things. Very nice. Cool, cool. Okay, I've got an idea. Really? Fine. Eat it. Come here. Come here. Come here, dude. That's right. Die. That's my response. See ya. Pretty effective. Alright, let's show a few more things. You try to grab me, I grab you instead. What's up? Nope. It's gonna be a no from me, dog. And once you got the enema. Oh, you want to do that too? You want your fancy range attack? Me too, buddy. Me too. Devastating. Alright, what you got? Come here. Feels bad when Tate misses, so just be careful with that. Probably try it the other way. What about this? Devastating. You roll to me, I roll to you. Alright, anything else I can think of? Let's see what I can generate with Axe. Alright, I got an idea. Hey, stop dodging. Cooperate. Cooperate with me. Thank you. Oh, no, no. There we go. Thank you for your cooperation. It was deeply appreciated. Hey. Alright, you're dead. So yeah, hopefully that gives you a taste of some of the things that are possible, but you'll see all of these elements, whether they be RPG elements or combat-based elements, take place fairly well in the gameplay showcase, so I'll see you momentarily. Alright, this time I actually am not using any jutsu whatsoever, because Shuten Doji basically will take the place of that. So I really wanted to illustrate the raw natural power that this setup has, and it can be a lot of fun to work with all these elements in play. So Shuten Doji gives me extraction, which is fantastic, and when I couple it with all the various hits that Splitstaff has to offer, I can effectively regenerate a ton of health, which is great. And so yeah, I think Splitstaff, for the idea of being really a big brute who generates a ton of health, almost like Wolverine, so to speak, I think it's quite compelling when I pair it with Splitstaff. Alright, we got humans, and they can just hit us, of course, so this scroll isn't necessarily the most challenging because of the boss, but more so because of just all these things hitting you from all corners of the map, which can be arguably very frustrating. And oh, I didn't get the super rumbling earth. Not to worry, target's dead. Onto a Wheelmonk, very little key. The axe, or the hammer in this case, can be very effective, as can Splitstaff. And you can see I'm constantly focused on getting that Shuten Doji's. I'm trying to constantly use it because I get buffs, and what's not to love? You become very tanky, I get a lot of life, and it can be extra awesome. Alright, so let's see how I'm going to work with things. My primary objective is simply going to be to eliminate the weaker targets. Tate Eboshi, please. Thank you. Look at that. Brutality. Oh god, that could have been really bad. Use Mitsume Yazura on itself. You may notice my health isn't the best. Sacred Bird Flight comes in clutch. I switch over and use Harinobo a little bit. Not the best use, but that's okay. You'll see it work really well soon enough. And it can be awesome. Alright, let's take out this Mitsume Yazura using some Splitstaff pressure, getting a lot of life back, generating a healthy amount of anima, making sure to keep that Shuten Doji's effect up because it's so awesome. Alright, let's go. Let's keep going. let's do some axe play, man. This is about using the axe. Ooh, Yoki really hurts. And let's get that stab. Very nice. I've got a healthy amount of anima, and don't forget, courtesy of Yoki, anytime I absorb Amrita, which is very frequently, courtesy of the setup, I'll get some more anima back, so it can be very effective. So anima isn't really a concern. What was I trying to do here? I don't even know. Was I going for spinning slide? No, just another spirit storm. Okay, that was awkward. Oh well. Harinobo! Just a little bit. Alright, so what's left? Enenra. Alright, so Enenra is basically immune to fire, so I don't have that aspect, but you're gonna really see this whole setup come to storm. Notice how low my life is, so I'm a little worried. So I go over to Splitstaff, and I want you to look at all my life. Look how quickly it's coming back, even though I'm taking damage, alright? Alright, here we go. And back to full. Isn't that kind of crazy? That's how Splitstaff works, and it works really well. Ooh, Tate Eboshi, beautiful. Let's go into Yokai Shift. I don't believe I get the grapple because I wasn't close enough. And then see if I can hit lightning. Nope, I get that effect off. Ooh, interrupted. Let's get some lightning off. No luck there, that's okay. But I can't get staggered. I throw a Tate Eboshi. I do a good chunk of damage. Oh, I even got some back. Oh, nice. Alright, so Harinobo. Oh, not the best use, but don't worry, it will come. And then I'm using the hammer to do a lot of key damage, do a good chunk of damage. And Enenra is quite tanky, all things considered, especially a purple one. Alright, Rumbling Earth, delete a good portion of key. Alright, watch out for that grab. Let's get those buffs back. Oh boy. Alright, let's delete some key. Oh, close! That could have been grabbed, but that could have been nasty. Hellish Hag, putting in a decent amount of work there. Excellent. Alright, let's get that grapple, get some anima back. You can kind of see how the Amrita absorption really is starting to factor with Yoki, just giving you like little chunks here and there. It is most noticeable though when you use Harinobo, especially with how long you can keep it up. It is remarkable. Alright, let's see if I can get the target corrupted. Doesn't look like I have the luck as it is right now. Use some range play with roar power. Make sure to keep those buffs up with Shuten Doji, and at 5 anima, that's like pretty good. Basically don't have to worry about consuming anything. Alright, let's see what I got next. Sacred Bird, Flight, Tate Eboshi as a big damage play. Oh, the dodging did not work in my favor. That felt extra bad. That's okay, let's get back into Yokai Shift. It's pretty quick overall to get back into it. Alright, and I decide I want to play her out in feral form. Alright, so we've got this, and then let's charge in. Ooh, deplete a whopping amount of ki. Let's get those buffs up, and let's get my good old grapple. Excellent. We can keep that curse nullified. So far I'm doing alright. Let's charge up. Excellent. Yoki interrupts. Get a lot of dodge attacks. If you didn't know, feral Yokai Shift dodges are entirely free, so make sure you take advantage of that. Ooh, excellent. Doing a good amount of ki damage, and really keeping this enemy under pressure. Alright, let's see what else I got. Going for a fully charged Lumber Chop. Nice, good amount of damage. Keep the buffs up. It's really important to keep that rotation up. Alright, changing ways, avoid a lot of ground-based attacks. Let's deplete some ki. And then, ooh, Axe Flash attack. Not too shabby. Oh no! Dang it! Oh, I missed that. Alright, Rumbling Earth. Doing okay. Tate Eboshi once again. Alright, there we go. Got a nice clean hit. Ooh, gotta worry about that. And then Stone Mallet. Did a good amount of ki damage there. Excellent. Hellish Hag putting in some work. Alright, Yoki doing a good amount of damage. Let's get that grapple. And Rumbling Earth. Oh, goodbye ki. How's that ki looking, Enenra? Nice. I gotta say, playing the hammer can be an absolute blast. So yeah, I go for that Rumbling Earth again. Look at that sweet ki damage on top of all the damage that I'm doing. And this is quite tanky, I have to admit. And Enenra was very tanky. I don't really have ready access to confusion. It unfortunately doesn't work. And then look at that, Harinobo. Look how much work it did. It's kind of cool. It's pretty neat. And then I'm back into Yokai Shift once more. Put those buffs up, charge in, Yoki. Ooh, oh, beautiful. I'm switching over. Excellent. Alright, and now I've got Extraction. Let's do Lightning again. There we go. There's the confusion I wanted. Very nice. And then Tate Eboshi. Oh, the damage! Very nice. And then let's get another grapple. Alright, this thing is almost done. Alright, I switched back. It's good stuff. Alright, there we go. Oh, Yoki missed. Oh no! Alright, well, you disrespected me, so I gotta make sure to disrespect you. And how's that gonna be? Is that gonna be a lumber chop? No, I missed. How could I? And then I'm like, you know what? Psych! Get out of here. So, yeah, it worked pretty well. So hopefully that was a good showcase. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this was helpful. And I will, of course, see you guys next time.